We're ready to start the game, I believe.
I do think so,
Well, I
yeah.
think
They
so.
are ready, Tasteless.
Let's do this. Game number 2, Parting and MarineKing. I think MarineKing is looking a little bit unstoppable. Parting, though, that was a very weird situation in game number 1, that it was not a normal TVP. I think if Parting can get the game, kind of seize control of the game, I think we're probably going to see a better game coming from Parting. Would you like to introduce the players, Artosis?
I would love to, Tasteless. Down here in the bottom left of Tal'Darim Altar, he is a huge fan favorite. Let me hear you yell for MarineKing Prime. And up here in the top left, an 80% PVT win specialist, about to maybe have that destroyed. Give it up for Parting. And people like MarineKing more, apparently.
I hope a lot of you guys did utilize that poll that we had up there in between the games. We could vote and say who you think is going to win.
Yeah.
Whether you're at home or at your PC. Whether you're at home or here in the convention center, definitely utilize that stuff.
Yeah, man. You know, tweet at poll MarineKing or Parting, or text 22333 with who you want to win, and we'll show you the results in a little bit.
Now, this map is way different from Shikuras. It's a big open map, tends to make for some long games, although occasionally we do see some powering early on, one basing, because if we can get a shot of the entrances of the base, there's no ramp. There's no high ground either, so it makes it very easy to just barrel through.
Quite true indeed, but MarineKing actually gonna go for a command center first build. That is such a quick expansion. I love that choice here. And Parting, just by luck of the draw, is gonna probably end up scouting him last. So I don't expect that he's going to be able to do any sort of attack to really hurt MarineKing in this position.
So we have the first barracks being thrown down. MarineKing essentially invested in the mid game, and I think that's smart because Terran tend to lose in the end game on this map especially. Getting the 5th base for Terran on this map is a nightmare. You get so spread out. So yeah, he's probably going to go for some kind of mid game push. It may be very similar to game number 1.
Well, you know, it definitely could, of course, because of those ramps and the way that the natural is set up. But I do want to say that positionally speaking, Parting is in a little bit better shape than MarineKing. You know, he can walk down the ramp from his natural and easily walk all the way down to outside the natural of MarineKing, where you can poke with Colossus so easily and really mess with them. And in fact, if you do a relatively quick Colossus push on this map, sometimes you get there and they're just making their first medevacs, and then you keep them low on medevacs. We've seen that a lot on this map in the past, and I'll be interested to see if he's going to go for that or the slightly newer style of mass Warp Gate units here.
We will have to wait and see. The probe peaks, he does see the Nexus, well, or she if it's a girl probe, but the Nexus has been spotted. The command center has been spotted, rather. Double gas is going down here, so this is your very middle of the road fast expand TVP build.
Well, the double gas for MarineKing, I like it. You know, you've got the 2 barracks up right away. Now we do have the Stalker coming in. Now Parting has insane Stalker micro. I can't wait to see how much damage he can actually do here. The Marine's going to go ahead and chase that Stalker down, but he is just kiting amazingly, and that's exactly where it's going to end that ramp, utilizing the high ground advantage so that that Stalker can't kite them forever.
And you can see he tried to have those Marines baited towards the ramp to the right where the Stalker is now, so the probe could sneak in. It did not work.
But knowing those Marines were on the left, went up for that one last hit. Parting doing every single thing very nicely this game.
By the way, Parting's Nexus is going to finish in a few seconds. And basically they're going to be on even economies. They're 33 supply to 33 supply.
Yeah. Now, let's see here. Parting going for the 3 gates, but also getting a very quick forge here. And we have actually seen this on this map before, and I can't remember if it was Parting that did it, but you can get a really quick, nice fast forge, and if the Terran is getting too aggressive, you have to be able to throw down a cannon because you're kind of skipping all your other tech to get the quickest upgrade ever.
Getting the third gas now. The fourth will probably be taken pretty soon here. Armor first. Protoss almost always get armor first. In fact, I can't even think of a moment where they do get attack first against Terran.
Yeah, it's pretty rare. Maybe if you want to go for a Colossus timing attack, Colossus really benefit
like
from that. Or Mass Blink Stalkers, because you don't ever really want them to get hurt anyways.
The whole goal is for them to not be touched. But yeah, basically they get armor first because the Zealots have to absorb all the shots from the Terran army while all the rest of the damage is actually dealt. So armor always the upgrade to get. Unlike most other matchups where attack is obviously prioritized.
Yep. We do have the Twilight Council on the way. A Robo just finished up, so he's just getting the Robo to be safe, to be able to scout with observers, have detection, maybe making a Mortal or two, especially if MarineKing wants to utilize tanks again in this game. He doesn't really know the tech route of MarineKing yet, and I think he's going to go because he has these 4 gases so quickly, he's going to be able to go ahead and get up to High Templars very fast.
2 bunkers, and they're very well spaced out, by the way. Now that there's really a huge threat of party trying to attack, the bunker placement there, you could see how difficult it would be to really use force fields to screw up, the bunker repair there, because the bunkers aren't close enough that one force field can cover 2 bunkers.
Yeah. Well, we have the Templar Archives on the way, as previously mentioned. He's going to have to utilize his gas to really get a lot of High Templars out. He's going to need splash damage pretty soon as the medevacs are on their way. And MarineKing, when those medevacs come out and he has stim, that's when he starts his real dangerous aggression that can end games.
Okay, the Observer is now going to get a full idea of exactly what's going on. Terran now moving out on the map, trying to get some map control. Second Observer is out. Let's see if he notices. No, he does not. And the push is on the way. I do not believe that this will do much other than allow the gas over here to be sniped.
Yeah, that gas always gets sniped on this map as soon as medevacs are out.
It is so annoying as a Protoss player.
Really no way that you can stop that. But, beautiful move by Parting. We've been seeing him do that all weekend long. Right against this type of harassment, he will just use feedbacks over and over again. And in fact, it looks like he'll probably go ahead and make some Archons because he does not have Psystorm yet.
Archon almost finished now. The Archon's great, especially when the medevacs are low on energy because with the way that they deal damage, the splash damage, everything melts.
Very true there, Tasteless. And that Observer, I love that he's following around the army with Observers. He's really doing a lot of scouting with the double Observer play. And in fact, just throwing down those force fields.
Is there one Marine stuck there?
Yeah.
Oh, that poor Marine. Is he going to get out okay?
He's fine, man. All he's going to have is a 6-story to tell.
Oh, he made it. He's going to get a Purple Heart for that one. Yeah, give it up for the Marine guys.
Well, I love this building layout, by the way, Tasteless. Those gates, all like that, that's going to make him a lot stronger against any drop harassment. If MarineKing drops on the edge of his base, he has to go all the way into the center, which is much more punishable by Parting. So I really love that Parting has done that there.
Yeah, it's great. The third command center is completed. We just got a shot of that over there. He's going to make that into an orbital. And again, you should not expect for MarineKing to set up for some kind of attack after the 4th base. It should be after the 3rd base. Maps are everything that you have to base your strategies off of in StarCraft. I mean, matchups as well, but this map is the longer the game goes, the better it is for Protoss.
Well, that single Marine gonna make it out again.
That could be.
I'm gonna pretend
that could be
that's
the same Marine from before.
I think it is, Tasteless. I've been watching. Oh no, that is so sad. He was pushing his luck. He's like, yeah, I've been up there before.
Listen,
it's no big
don't
deal.
try to be a hero, man. A long time ago, Artosis and I came up with this idea to make a video game where the point of the game is to be a coward.
Yeah, man.
Where you have to like hide.
That's how I would do it.
You gotta like hide under dead bodies and stuff, and just not get in any engagements at all. It'd be a great game. So we have the 3rd base now being taken, and
Ghosts are out.
Ghosts are out, and this is the part where MarineKing will probably start to flex his muscles, start to go out in the map and attack.
And this is the most important part of the game. as we've seen time and again, this is the part of the game where Terran is extremely deadly. They can be all over the place. But MarineKing not showing the types of aggression we're so used to from him, and that's because Parting is just defending so well. MarineKing likes to catch people that are messing up in some way, and he keeps on walking around the map and looking around and seeing there's observers following him around, noticing that Parting is throwing up his force fields well, and saying, wow, you know, this guy is not really making mistakes, I can't get too aggressive, and that's throwing MarineKing off a little bit. But now that he has the Ghost, if he can get in there, snipe some High Templars, throw down some good EMPs, he can actually begin his aggression in full.
Okay, the center of this map, or the center region of this map, is interesting. There's a few lips in the terrain, and it makes it a little bit difficult for proper flanks. You really have to set up your army. So occasionally we see guys poke into the army, then back up because you know the army attacks in, then they retreat. Sonic storms, EMPs go down, then he has to back up and set everything else up. And we're probably about to see some of that here.
Right. Well, Parting right now a little bit. Oh, the sickest storms. And now he might be in a little bit of trouble, Tasus.
I think he needs to get out of there.
Parting's army is coming down, and he has a huge one. And oh my God, he's force fielded. He cannot get away. MarineKing in a ton of trouble here.
Wow, and note the medevac's not being evacuated here. And he is losing, what, 3?
Oh my God, MarineKing coming out on top here with this great 2-2 upgrades and a nice EMP or
two. It
two.
was the upgrades. Okay, I was about to say, what the hell is going on? Well, MarineKing is not the tear in the corner, apparently.
Well, MarineKing macroing like a beast right now at home. Parting taking a 4th base. And MarineKing not taking a 4th yet, but his aggression has started. And he took out a lot of important units there. But, you know, when you're going for a Templar-based army, you can refill your army very much more easily than when you're going for Colossus. You just warp in a few High Templars, they're not all that expensive, and suddenly you have your splash damage back.
Now, MarineKing is moving around the map with a very small little squad, so he's got to be careful. He is evading Parting's bigger army in the middle of the map pretty damn well. This 4th base for Parting, totally standard. Now remember, this is the 4th base for the Terran. It is so freaking hard to get a 5th base for Terran on this map. There's no comfortable location. Even if you make a planetary, it's a nightmare. Protoss, a little bit easier, and of course they can warp in units with pylons.
Oh, look at this. He's just chasing down that army of MarineKing, flanking with a few zealots there as well.
I think he needs to pick up.
Oh, nice
size. Oh, we could get the Templars here.
And he'll end up killing just one. And that is actually very Parting. Oh, that's so Parting to have High Templars flanking a Terran army so that he can storm it no matter what. What are you going to do? Fight those charge lots or get stormed? Up to you, MarineKing. But anyways, that army is dead.
But a big army's back for revenge. He's got to be careful. Okay, that was smart. He turned around. I thought he was going to run into those storms.
That's what Parting wants him to do. MarineKing has to be so careful here and just have his ghosts everywhere. There are just little groups of High Templars that are running around the map alone. That is how Parting does it. He just storms anything and everything. He does not care. He just wants to damage your army.
All right, we're now in the middle of the map. I guess that thing back there is the altar of Tal'Darim or whatever, but we have the Marines and Marauders now. He did force a stim, Parting did.
Oh, some ghosts coming up and some beautiful feedbacks from Parting. Oh, so quick. The ghosts going down, but where are the rest of the High Templars for Parting? He's trying to bring some in from the side. He cannot engage his army until he gets at least a couple storms off on it, but MarineKing stimming, chasing him down. Beautiful moves by MarineKing. He realizes that here, Parting is weak.
We got a weakened warp in it over here. Oh, he targeted the pylon.
That was a great move by MarineKing, and the storms finally catch up with him and just massacre that army.
The armies of both. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, beautiful storms once again, and these two are trading over and over. They keep on having the same supplies after a couple of battles. This is the best TVP win percentage against the best PVT, and they are just playing exactly equally.
Everything and everyone is dying in this game. It's like the end of a Quentin Tarantino movie. There's been so much, back and forth here, and it looks like it's about to happen again.
Nice EMP there on those Zealots, really taking a lot of their hit points off. MarineKing trying to walk around, see if he can take out a base, but there's a lot of High Templars up there. The Ghost coming up, and if those Ghosts can get those High Templars, it's going to be just huge. And he misses that EMP. Can he get another one, though? And he misses 2 of the High Templars still with energy. And, well, now he has just 1 left here with energy. Can he get a Storm up on this army? And hits it just slightly. Good dodging there by MarineKing. Some feedbacks going down on these medevacs, and MarineKing gonna have to run out of here. But no, more units rallying up. MarineKing's macro just absolutely insane right now.
Okay, the Colossi coming out here should actually drive back the Marines, but notice he's staying just out of range of the Colossi, melting the Zealots. This is really hard to do. I can't emphasize how hard this is to do. Beautiful splitting now, microing on 2 fronts here.
That microing 2 different groups at once, just beautiful
He may actually rush down.
Oh, the Psy Storms out of nowhere. Parting always doing moves like this, but now with those Colossus out, MarineKing is going to have to start making some Vikings tasteless.
Meanwhile, now look at the Zealot. If we could please get a shot back of that expansion. He's parking the Zealot under the command center.
Yeah.
He can't land it.
I would be nervous if I was that Zealot, but we know that MarineKing is not going to land that on him.
I
he's
know.
Killed off some SVs there.
It's too bad.
Yeah.
If only MarineKing knew that he would crush that Zealot with the command center. So anyways, yeah, that's a really smart move because obviously MarineKing is forced because he really can't get the 5th base in this map to be aggressive, be in Parting's space. Now he has to pull back. Parting maybe will get yet another base.
Now, a beautiful thing about the style of Parting here is he has gone and mixed in a couple Colossus. He does have a couple of Robos, so he can make more, but just having at even 2 has forced Viking production from MarineKing. Now, MarineKing has been moving around the map, being aggressive all game, getting stormed, so his medevacs are actually very low on energy. He really kind of wants to make maybe a few more medevacs, but forcing those Vikings, I love the transition by Parting here.
As you can see, the Marines and Ghosts and Marauders, Vikings and medevacs just patrolling around the map. I covered all those units, Artosis.
The minerals, the gas,
the minerals, the
ramps,
gas,
the mains,
the
the
ultra in
naturals.
the center of the map. Sorry. He's trying to just get some map control now. We might have an engagement, but if we have a second, there isn't a... Okay, hold that.
Storming the units sent to kill them, and nice storms there. Doing a lot of damage to those Vikings. He does have quite a few stalkers in that group. He could target them down. In fact, maybe he should, but he doesn't have enough splash damage here, and MarineKing is chasing him down. Where are the rest of his Psy Storms? He does have some more High Templars sitting up here.
I don't think he should go up there. No. I may be wrong, but that looks pretty dangerous.
Yeah. He's got to be careful, because if these Psy Storms hit, they can destroy that army. The Zealots getting picked off very quickly here. He's got to get those Psy Storms down before all of his army's dead.
Otis. Okay, he did dodge those storms pretty well. Well, not that one, but...
Trying to snipe those High Templars once again.
I'm actually kind of surprised to see that he's trying to get into the Protoss' base through that way. That's the hardest way to do it. If we can get a shot of the expansion over there, thank you. That is very important because this is indicating that well, I'll get to that in a second. We got some action here. Again, another engagement here. Protoss trying to push the Terran back down to the center left part of the map.
Psy Storms all over that army once again. A lot of medevacs have died this game. He's down to just 2 medevacs, so his army is not going to be healed all the well. That's going to make the Zealots worth a lot more when fighting against these Marines and Marauders. Some nice EMPs going down, weakening that Archon, but he doesn't have enough units left here to keep engaging. A lot of Marines coming out right now.
He's trying to get those Vikings with the Stalkers.
And MarineKing is behind now. Parting has finally taken the lead. This has been completely even until that last battle, and finally Parting up by 30 supply.
Oh, this is going to be so ugly.
Oh, beautiful Psy Storm harassment here at the 4th base of MarineKing.
Okay, so, I'm sorry guys, but if we can get again a shot of that expansion up there at the upper right, this is, well, I guess we can do it after this.
Okay.
All right, see you in Hell Templars. Okay, so this expansion up here is an indicator that things are starting to slip out of control for MarineKing. The Protoss on this map is able to just get more bases and defend them more easily. So MarineKing now really is going to be strapped for where to take another base.
That's right.
He has to do something probably in the next 5 minutes, or Parting can just wait out this game and just kind of dry MarineKing up.
Yeah. Right now, he's just kind of zoning out where the army is. In fact, going to see a few SCVs walking by there, trying to do some long-distance mining. But he has a great spread of pylons around the map, and he actually controls 3 out of the 4 watchtowers, which is a pretty big deal. So having those watchtowers, he's going to see anywhere MarineKing moves, and he can get his army into position, because MarineKing's army isn't really quicker. All he really has to rely upon are those medevacs, but if you send just a couple medevacs against that base, he can do a huge warp-in round and save it.
Okay, what we're seeing here with this expansion, occasionally players will expand to, because that is probably the most, hold on, another battle. These battles never stop. Whoa!
Nice Psy Storms all over those Marines. The Marines have taken a lot of damage. There's some Colossus mixed in now, too. And I love that, mixing in a few more Colossus after killing Vikings before. That's going to force some more Vikings out of MarineKing, who really wants to make medevacs right now.
Now, MarineKing does not know about that expansion at the upper right. And I believe there's another one coming up there at the upper right, even upper right as well. Now, one of the reasons why Parting is expanding, oh, nice. We didn't even get a shot at the DTs. Forcing a lift on that. Things are really not looking good for MarineKing. Okay, so the center left expansion, that's the place most likely for Terran to try to go to, because they can float their main command center there. He's just going to occupy that with a Nexus and try to eat up as much of that, so that if MarineKing does somehow manage to get a 5th base, it is going to be one that is not completely utilized.
Well, MarineKing is trying to get a 5th.
It looks like he just landed a 5th, excuse me, in the far right. So
we'll see if he can actually mine from that. As we've seen, Parting's harassment has been nothing short of excellent. And he instantly targeted his own building there for a second. But just sending DTs around the map, doing random warp-ins all over the place, really keeping MarineKing back in his heart.
He's going to set him up for a trap here.
Down in the 3rd base of MarineKing, we do have a big attack going on. And look at this, just taking that out. It has been mined out, so it's not a gigantic loss, but losing an orbital is never fun. And now he's going to force MarineKing to come back over there. Okay,
he's going into his base. He says, I have too many bases. I don't think MarineKing will elect for a base trade. Oh, actually, MarineKing trying to perhaps go for a base trade.
Oh,
you
man.
can see he debated engaging.
It actually would be a good move for Parting to turn around and chase that army down.
I would chase it down.
But it looks like he wants to just rely upon High Templars and Warp-ins, and if he does hit a couple of Psy Storms on this army, it will be killed. And a nice Psy Storms going off, killing parts of that army off. And he has a ton of High Templars left up there as well.
So he is going to just try to close in on this army. I do believe that MarineKing is going to be eaten up here. This is a scary army, but it's nothing compared to what Parting has coming at him.
Right, and Parting going ahead and killing off this army now. MarineKing's army going to go down, his supply with it. And I think that might be it for him, Tasteless. He's lost most of his command
Oh, and he's making nexuses everywhere, saying GTFO.
And, well, MarineKing, I mean, he doesn't give up easy, Tasteless, so he may remain in this game, but his chances to win are just about gone. The supply 77 to the max, Protoss Parting, and Parting is probably just going to go ahead and attack at this point.
All right, well, MarineKing really just, he is so, there's just no way to really recover from this. As you can see, he's even going to let the Nexuses finish.
And he is actually dancing in the middle of the map with Zealots. Just going to go down and kill the last mining expansion of MarineKing.
This may be the last battle we see.
Certainly. MarineKing wants to put on a little show. The Micro with the Marines, his signature unit, and will actually end up killing off a lot of units. Colossi, Templar, that's fine.
Okay.
GG. Insane game there. Both of them playing, I think, at max power there.
You know, as you can see, we've seen a lot of Protosses actually do this now on that map, as they just wait. Because eventually Terran's in this position so difficult.
Yeah, they have to start attacking.
And you can see MarineKing was doing a good job of getting in Parting's space, but Parting's just, you know, he just runs away, storms. He turtles a very, very good amount. And then eventually MarineKing, you know, his options have dried up. Day9 DJ Wheat, talk to me.
Psy Storm's pretty good, man.
Yeah, it's pretty all right.
But it wasn't just that Parting was storming. I mean, the classic problem that you have as a Protoss is you keep your whole army together. The Ghosts lead either get EMPs or snipes off. But, I mean, Parting just spread his units around the map. And I think, Artosis, you said it best in the middle of the game, where it was, do I let my army get surrounded by Speed Zealots, or do I run into the storms? He forced that decision probably 10, 20 times
least,
alone
yeah.
in that game. Every single one of those is a very hard situation to set up. So Parting, I mean, I think a lot of people were impressed by his just general macro throughout the game, but those tactical plays are what gave him the win.
It's really, really solid play, and I'm happy to see Parting take a game here, taking the series 2-1. We've seen a lot of 2-0s today, but I mean, some remarkable play by Parting, and suddenly, you know, a chink in the armor. It looked, you know, MKP.
I will say though, I'm a little concerned for Parting on this next map choice. The map was Tall Dream Altar. It meant every single time MarineKing wanted to push, he was pushing up a ramp in a narrow alleyway, and that plays very nicely to Parting's strengths on Tall Dream Altar. Long map, huge distances, and even then Parting was on the verge of losing that entire mid game. If MarineKing chooses a map like Entombed Valley or Dual Sight, I think it's going to be a nightmare for Parting to deal with MarineKing.
Well said, and in fact, he has chosen Entombed Valley. So we will have to see how that goes, but I think first we have to jump to a quick commercial break.
Stay tuned, guys. We'll be back soon here at MLG.